Welcome to My Sports Podcast, the only podcast where a win will piss you off. Mauricio, looking at you and the Astros. We've got Andy Robertson, and we've got Mo, who has obviously won an Emmy. I'm sure he's going to win much more in his future. Guys,
do the people know about that? Like
the people?
Yeah, the 7 people that listen to this.
They know.
They should know by now.
Yeah, they definitely should know by now.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's start in Houston. Mo is located in Houston right now, and he's loving every minute of it.
That was a very long game.
Dude.
Oh my gosh. 2 for 1.
It was funny because they kept saying we'll have the Yankees game on TBS as soon as this game's over, and it was the 7th thing and Yankees game, and they're still playing in Seattle.
You didn't have to stay up extra late for that, did you?
No, dude. I was off yesterday, and I fell asleep on the 13th inning, and when I woke up, I was like, oh, somebody must have won by now. They were starting the 18th when I woke up. Oh my God, I was like, when are you gonna win, Seattle? I felt like Seattle was gonna win. I'm like, it's just a matter of time, and then freaking guy hits a home run.
There was something saying if the Mariners would have won yesterday, then we could have potentially had 2 Sunday night football games today, because they would have started the Seahawks and Cardinals game at 8:30.
We're gonna get into that game. I didn't watch it, but I do need to talk about what the result I saw. But anyway, so who do the Astros move on to play now?
It depends on if the Guardians win today, then it'll be the Guardians.
Okay.
They're up 2-1 right now over the Yankees, or in the series. The score of the game is 3-2 Yankees. It'll be the bottom of the 5th.
Come on, Guardian.
So
they will, if the Yankees win, they go back to New York tomorrow for Game 5.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think everybody, and Mauricio going to be mad about this one. The Dodgers, the ultimate choke job.
Jesus.
Yeah, the National League, it's pretty interesting with the teams that made it to the NLCS, because you had the 111 win Dodgers lose to the Padres, and then you had the 101 win Braves lose to the 87 win Phillies. So it's the Padres and Phillies, and the
Phillies are hot. Phillies are super hot right now.
Mm-hmm.
They've got good pitching.
It's a 6-4 seed on championship series, I think.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, 2 wild card teams.
We were talking earlier in the season that the pitching is what the Phillies were really struggling with.
Yeah, well, the bullpen pitching is what they were struggling with, and then they traded for David Robertson from the Cubs trade deadline. I think they got a couple more. They got Noah Syndergaard from the Angels, and they've got. I mean, they picked up some guys to kind of supplement that, and then they came into the season with Aaron Nola, Zach Wheeler, so they've had some pretty good pitching. It's just their bullpen wasn't great to start the year, and they fired Joe Girardi earlier this season, right? Or was that last year?
Earlier this season they were talking about
it. So
the guy that replaced him was his friend, and he got the job when the other guy got fired, and they after they fired him, they just took off.
Yeah. So they're 4 games away from 4 wins away from the World Series.
I think that might be who I'm rooting for. That'd be a cool story to see them. I always like guys or teams. I guess you could call them underdogs. I think they would be with their win total.
Definitely.
That would be cool. Guardians, I think would be neat, and that might be about it.
Yeah. I probably won't be rooting for the Yankees and Astros, just because. Astros have been good for several years, and I can't every time I think of the Astros or look at the score, I think of Mo, because I'm and I'm rooting for them to lose for you.
Yeah.
So
for sure. Any negative energy, we need to send it their way.
But it's not helping.
I'm kind of the
so
opposite.
far.
I'm kind of the opposite because it doesn't make me happy per se, but it makes me laugh really hard when something the Mariners having the lead in the bottom of the ninth and then get walked off happens, and then I can just because I just think about Mo's reaction and I'm like, yeah, I know he's just punching the air right now.
If something suspicious happens to Yordan Alvarez in Houston, we know who to call the cops on.
It's crazy to think about because there was like literally a couple plays in 3 different games that if they would have gone a different way, the Mariners would have won the series in 3.
Yeah,
that's it. Like that's all it took.
Yeah, baseball's crazy. So one thing that I didn't realize that they were changing for the postseason was extra innings. They don't have runners on second.
Mm-hmm.
So
thank God,
because that.
I don't like it.
Well, you say that, but I mean, we had instances of that game going to 18 innings, which is like two games in one, and then I think like an earlier Astros game, or there was an earlier game in the playoffs that went like 18 innings or something like that. It was ridiculous.
No, that's not a bad thing.
I mean,
too long.
Yeah, well, I mean, when there's teams not scoring for like another game tacked on to the original one, then it's not good.
I think if it gets past like 12 innings, they should be like every team starts with bases loaded, and whoever scores the most after that wins.
I could see that. You know what? I could get on board with it. To me, it's all or nothing. Like you don't do anything to change the rules, or you make it as crazy as possible. Like
well, some people are suggesting a home run derby after some point.
I don't know about that.
Remember, I told you that earlier. In the year during the season, I was like, when it gets to like that point, it's like penalty kicks. They should just have like a home run derby and see who misses first.
I don't like that. I don't know. Something about the home run derby rubs me the wrong way.
Yeah, I don't. It's not the greatest.
Maybe they can come up with another game.
But I mean, I do like Mo's idea of like, I mean, you can start with a runner on second once like the play or the extra innings begins, and then increase it every so often if teams haven't scored.
Yeah, so you can get out of the way.
Yeah.
Or a novel idea that has not happened in any sport. This is not ruled in any sport. Is you get past, I'm gonna say the 14th inning, and nobody's won. Both teams get a loss.
In the playoffs?
Yeah, sure. I don't know how that works in the playoffs, but we'll figure it out.
Mo, why you got a scary cat behind you?
It's Halloween.
Okay, fair enough. Why do I have a scary cat in my hat?
There you go. The cat in the hat.
Because he's wild.
Okay, let's. Y'all want to talk about some? Or are we done with baseball?
I'm done with it right now. I mean, there's not really a whole lot else other than whenever the next round starts.
And so let's talk about Saturday night and some college football.
Before you do that, because I know we'll take a while, I just want to point out the NHL season has started.
Oh yeah,
and so I was excited. Blues won their first game 5-2 over the Blue Jackets. So
let's go Avs back to back.
Yeah, they might. They might.
Did you see? Speaking of which, did you see their ring opening?
Yeah, that
was pretty cool.
Yeah, those cases are dope with the video on.
Yeah, I like that. That was super unique.
Yeah.
I feel like championship rings are getting like wilder and wilder. I can't remember this year or last year. Somebody had a ring, maybe in the Warriors, where the top came off.
Yeah, and you can turn it into put it on a chain or whatever.
No. I meant like it had the arena in there.
Oh, well, somebody's you could put on a chain. I forget, like.
Well, you could technically put any ring on it.
Right, but it was like you take the top off and put it on a chain.
Oh, like a pendant.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, championship rings are getting a little wild, though, because they give them out to kids and stuff.
Oh, wait, do they?
Yeah. I mean, it's probably not as intricate, but it's like still like gone are the plastic trophies I got when I was a kid.
True. Yeah. We were excited about those.
Yeah.
You're right. Okay, I know what you're saying now. Like, yeah, Little League. Yeah, because I saw that. I think my cousins had have won some baseball things, and I always see them posing with their rings.
Yeah.
And I was like, where the heck were those when I was a kid? We got,
Right.
like you said, we got the little it was like 10 cents to make.
Yeah.
It fell apart right when you put it in the
right.
What the Tootsie Pop rings or?
No, it's okay. You don't
The
have to
candy
admit
one?
that you've never won a trophy. It's okay.
No, I played soccer when I was little, and that did not go well. That did not go well at all.
We know he didn't do anything in Cabot.
Oh,
not his fault.
They wouldn't let him.
Yeah,
they wouldn't let the ball touch the air in Cabot.
Yeah. If your skin is close to the shade of the ball, you're not allowed.
You're not allowed. It's crazy. You gotta think about it. In the whole state, we had like the most white running backs in the state, probably.
You're probably right. Now, Wednesday, UCA wide receiver Gerard Barnes is from Cabot, and he's mixed, so that counts for something.
Is he still there?
Yeah. He's actually their best receiver right now.
I think it's his last year.
Mm-hmm. He transferred from Arkansas.
Yep.
Like UCA is like they're in like the what's it called?
ASUN?
ASUN, yeah.
They're in, but they're like in this weird limbo. Like they're not even. Sometimes they don't feel like they're a FCS team. Sometimes they don't feel like they're a D2 team. They're in some weird random conference that nobody knows.
I can agree with that.
Like, I feel like they don't have money sometimes. I don't know. Like, I feel like they're a very mismanaged team. Like somebody bought an arena football team. And they just mismanaging it.
You had me till then.
It's like it's all over the place. Like I don't know what they're doing. Like
I will say, as far as all over the place, you are right. I am very confused by that team because they'll win some games that I'm like, there's no way they're winning this, and then other games I'm like, well, they should blow this team out, and then they lose, and so I'm like, I have no idea anymore.
Yeah, they lost to I guess Lindenwood has moved up to the FCS this year. Lost to them 52-49, and then turn around and beat Kennesaw State yesterday, who was ranked before the season.
Oh, were they? What to be like? Kennesaw State lost their star quarterback the game before that, though, and this other guy that came in is not good. Well, I watched the game, and he seriously couldn't throw anywhere. And then once he did throw on target, he didn't have any help from his receivers. They just dropped it. I was like, poor guy.
Yeah. Don't tell anybody this, but I haven't watched a single quarter of UC football. I've watched a little bit, but not a quarter.
I wouldn't either because you covered it so heavily.
Yeah.
It's gonna be that. Oh, I think I looked it up. I think they've only made the playoff once under Nathan Brown.
Well, that sounds right.
To be fair, they played during a pandemic, and then last year, whenever they did the last year was that first year they transitioned to the ASUN, where it was ASUN and WAC conference together, so they only took 2 teams from there.
But that's 2 years. He's been there 5, right?
Something like that. I want to say they've made the playoffs twice when he's been the coach. So if this is year 5, then
you should be glad you didn't watch that game on Saturday because ESPN Plus broadcast was awful. It was super glitchy, and I thought oh, is it my TV? Is it my internet? But every other game was super smooth, and that one was super glitchy. And then they had a graphic that pops up that says UCA offense, and it had a bunch of defensive players listed. And then they said head coach Nathan Brown before the game. They said head coach Nathan Brown. And it had to have been an offensive line coach or something because this is big old dude. And I was like, that is not Nathan Brown.
Well, never mind. I was going to ask a question, but I don't think I should.
I think UCA should hire Ryan Mallett to be the next head coach.
No. Okay. Well,
what is he doing at Whitehall?
Wait, did he really?
Yeah, he's at Whitehall. And who's his coach? Jarius Wright is one of the coaches on staff.
Dang, that's a stacked coaching staff.
Yeah, dude. And then Casey Dick's coaching Fayetteville.
I didn't know that. That makes sense. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some FBS. Oh, you know what? Let's back up a little bit. North Dakota State lost to South Dakota State in FCS.
Good.
Yeah, North Dakota State does not look as good this year, but they'll pull out a championship out of their butt. So, FBS though has some wild results this week, including Alabama falling to Tennessee, which was very fun for the entire country to see.
Mm-hmm. When Alabama loses, America wins.
There you go.
Y'all watch that game?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I was like,
what's up with their defense?
Whose defense? Alabama's?
Alabama.
Those last two passes, dude, like there was nobody covering that guy.
Well, that was wild. But then that kick at the end, dude, I was like sweating because it was a knuckleball and it just barely made it over. I was like, oh my God.
From the angle they showed you, it didn't look like it went over the bar. I was like, there's no way it made it that far going like sideways.
Yeah, I think somebody got a finger on it.
The guy in the middle of the Alabama line, if he was like a little late 1 or 2 seconds earlier, he would have blocked it, like because his hands were almost there, like.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think they got a piece of it. It just still managed to get on through because there's no way he kicked it like that. I've never seen a kick like that.
You know how white people kick.
Come on, man.
That was good.
That's the only position white people can play.
That's true. Also, I saw a really funny tweet today. It said, It's so funny watching all these teams with 5-star running backs and quarterbacks give it their all for 4 quarters, and it comes down to a chem major trying to kick a ball between 2 sticks.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I will openly admit that I didn't get to watch any college football yesterday because I had to replace a microwave.
Yeah, I didn't watch as much as I usually do, but I did happen to catch the tail end of that Alabama game. I wish I could have watched the USC-Utah game. Damn, that was a rough weekend for Mauricio.
Dude, that was another one. I was watching it. They were winning, going into halftime and stuff. I don't know what. I think I had to walk the compadre or something. And then I did something else afterwards. And then I checked the score later on, and I saw that they lost. And I was just like, how did you lose to this Utah team who couldn't beat Florida and got their ass kicked by UCLA?
Yeah.
It's a terrible Utah team. It's not even good.
No, because didn't they also just lost? Yeah, they just lost to UCLA.
They lost to Florida team.
And it's the Pac-12, who is not good. Especially this year with Notre Dame. Well, I guess Notre Dame's not technically Pac-12. They just play a lot of Pac-12 teams. But then Stanford sucked. They got their first FBS win against Notre Dame. Utah got blown out by Georgia, but that was their only loss. And now game day is going to Utah versus Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I've misspoke on some of that.
No, sounds about right.
Why would they? Okay.
What?
Well, I guess 9-11 is, or 9-10 is. I don't know. I was just gonna say I feel like there's there's a better matchup they could go to, but
is there though?
I mean, Clemson and Syracuse, you could argue it might be.
Oh wow! What
better,
are they going there?
Yeah, you are right.
They're both undefeated.
Good call.
First time Syracuse is on 6-0 since 1987.
Maybe they're just good stat.
Maybe
they're just sick of Clemson.
Is Jim Boeheim their coach?
Is Buddy Boeheim their quarterback?
Jim Boeheim did say, "I don't care about getting 6th in the Big Ten. It matters if you win in the tournament." So there's your college basketball. Well, I guess the poll's going to be released tomorrow, right?
College basketball?
Yeah.
College football?
No, college basketball. The poll's supposed to be released at some point.
First poll.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Sorry.
Are we that close to college basketball?
November.
Dang.
It's right here, bro.
Didn't even think about it, but
sorry.
Obviously, we will get to NBA because I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, I was wanting to do something with that when we get there, but we can keep talking about.
No NBA. Woo.
Mauricio's like, I'll shut up once that
It's too long. It's 82 games. Ooh.
Oh, you know what? The WWE's too long. It never ends.
It's once a week for 52 weeks, Spencer.
It's not once a week. They have like 7 shows throughout the week.
He's right. Yeah, it's like Raw, SmackDown, AEW, WCW, friggin' that weird one, TNT Impact or whatever. Yeah, it's too much. And that's just US.
It's like something every day.
Mm-hmm. I watch it once in a while, not every day.
You say NBA is too long.
Yeah, dude, it's like 10 games every day for like 5 weeks.
I was able to catch some of the Arkansas BYU game, which I was like, "What Arkansas team just showed up?" Because we did not. Team
the defense didn't.
Well, the defense never does. So you kind of take what you can get there. I will say BYU Stadium looks incredible. Like the mountains. Oh
yeah, that what's the stadium called?
Brigham Young Stadium.
Yeah. No, it's named after that guy that won the Heisman for them.
Oh,
Steve Young,
Jim McMahon,
Ty Detmer.
That was going to be my next one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back in the 80s. And Mormon won the Heisman.
I did. Everybody that went said all the Mormons were really nice. That's good.
Yep. Apparently, BYU has a welcome team that welcomes the visiting team when they walk into the stadium.
How about that?
Yep.
You smoking a stogie?
Mm-hmm.
A pretzel.
And then I saw where BYU was giving out ice cream to the visitor section.
Damn.
And then people said, I saw BYU fans wearing shirts that said BYU loves Arkansas. I was like, whoa, this is supposed to be a hostile college football environment.
There may be some transplants.
Oh.
Because I feel like Idaho or Utah would be the 2 places that Mormons transfer to.
Yeah.
So.
What's it called? There was something else about BYU.
All their players are like 25?
Not this again.
I can't remember. There was something else funny about him.
God.
Oh, did Jefferson guy get some cuts again? They said he left in the 4th quarter because of the head injury.
I was wondering about that too. He popped up and seemed like he was good to go. But yeah, if he got 2 concussions in 2 or 3 weeks, that's not good.
And then we don't have from what we saw in the Mississippi State game, we clearly have no backup quarterback.
Yeah.
The only good thing is we have a bye week this week, so that's the only good thing.
I'm telling you though, if Malik could develop any kind of accuracy, he would be an amazing quarterback.
He's half the wide receiver that Matt Jones ever was.
So what Malik should do is just throw the ball to himself.
No.
I'm trying to think of, are those the only surprising scores we have?
Oh, I was going to say 2 games made me sad. Kansas lost again.
Yeah, me too.
And I think they lost their second quarterback, didn't they?
I think so.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Dang.
So they started out 0-4.
No, not 0-4.
Or 4-0, whatever. Mm-hmm. And then lost their quarterback, and then lost the backup quarterback.
Yeah, that first string quarterback was so good.
Yeah, and then James Madison lost. I was sad about that.
That was sad. Yeah. Also, speaking of Sunbelt, Coastal Carolina got blown out by Old Dominion, and they were undefeated. That was pretty surprising as well. And then some news that Andy, you sent our way: Kennesaw State leaving the A-10 to go to Conference USA.
So they're going to be in the FBS team?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Higher.
Yeah, they I guess Conference USA wanted that Atlanta market that UCA and the ASUN thought were so attractive, and now it's gone.
And it's gone.
Eastern. I was reading something that said, and this is why I brought up the UCA thing, Spencer, because I was reading something saying that Eastern Kentucky would like to move up to FBS to like Conference USA, but Western Kentucky doesn't want them to. And then because it was going through the ASUN teams, and so Jacksonville State has moved up. North Alabama is in like the largest market in Alabama, the Huntsville market, which that didn't make a whole lot of sense to me because you got Montgomery and Jackson and I guess Tuscaloosa and Auburn aren't too huge as far as places.
Yeah, small town.
And then
North Alabama moving up would make sense.
Yeah, like the only ASUN team it was talking about that could move up was UCA, and that's why I brought that up. But because of, and it wasn't mainly talking about costs. It was talking about like proximity to the conference and stuff like that. Yeah. So, but I mean, I'm with you. I don't see that happening anytime soon. They've got too many hoops to jump through.
And in the past, like, the Sun Belt was like the lower level, like conference when you first move up from FBS for like those southern teams.
Mm-hmm.
But like now, even the Sun Belt has kind of moved up, like their level. They're like even better than Conference USA is gonna be once all the moves happen. And
who's in Conference USA right now?
Hmm?
Who's in Conference USA right now? South Alabama, is that one of them?
No, South Alabama's in the Sun Belt.
That's right.
That is not
right. North Texas, Florida Atlantic.
What is going on?
Florida International.
Florida International.
Yeah.
UTSA, I think.
That's an exciting team to watch this year too for me.
UTSA.
Mm-hmm.
Charlotte.
Oh, Charlotte. Yeah.
La Tech, Middle Tennessee.
I was wondering if La Tech was.
Oh, that was Middle Tennessee and Austin Peay. I think they were like similar to the Eastern Kentucky, Western Kentucky thing.
Yeah.
UTEP, UAB.
Oh, mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think you're right. Then I think I would say the Sun Belt's probably passed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a good conference.
I think if UCA moves up to FBS, they're probably gonna join the lowly conference now would be the MAC, the Metro Atlantic.
Yeah.
Like Toledo.
Well, no.
Huh?
I was gonna say SWAC.
No,
that's FCS.
That's even lower than.
And that's like HBCUs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's right. What about MEAC?
FCS also.
Is it?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That's like UMass and stuff, right?
That's like in the East Coast, like HBCU.
Do you think which conference do you think is better, Conference USA or Mountain West?
Mountain West.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. They could join the Mountain West.
That seems like a weird geographical jump.
I mean, they used to play Hawaii all the time, remember?
Not all the time. They
UCA?
Yeah, remember they used to go to Hawaii like every
No, UCA wouldn't go to the Mountain West. That's too much travel.
Bring in that money.
Well, they wanted to. The reason why they went ASUN was to get to this southeastern market, southeastern footprint. Was what they called it.
Now it's collapsing.
Yeah.
How many minutes we got?
We have 3.5 roughly.
Until Mauricio gets to talk about the glorious, glorious NBA.
Yeah. That's okay. He can roast us on our teams today, Spencer.
But we can roast his team. His team sucks.
That's true.
The Lakers in 5.
No, we're not talking about. Never mind.
See, that's something I want to not talk about the Lakers, but
I don't know what we want to start with. So, Andy, you and I, we did some fantasy drafting today.
Yeah.
Pretty proud of our guys.
I think I have a solid team, but I feel like I think that every time I do a fantasy football or fantasy baseball every like 5 years, and it always craps the bed.
It is what it is. A lot of it depends on injuries and stuff like that, especially in that game. But we've got some guys coming back, especially Kawhi Leonard. We've got Anthony Davis coming back.
John Wall,
Kyrie, maybe Ben Simmons.
Yep.
Which we both drafted Ben Simmons. I think that'll be a sleeper.
Yeah, he was available pretty late in mine, so I figured why not.
He as well, and I think for the value of being available that late, I mean, he's going to get his assists for sure and his rebounds. But I mean, obviously the points probably won't be there, but it's not as big of a deal in fantasy. And are you excited about the Bulls? What?
I was trying to remember, I was trying to remember who their third star was alongside KD, and it took me forever to remember Kyrie. So.
Okay. You excited about the Bulls this season?
I think they're going to be about like they were last year, if I'm being honest.
That was a solid team last year, though, for the most part.
Yeah, I mean, they were the 6th seed. They didn't really do anything in the offseason except get Andre Drummond, who's a leaky defender that doesn't score a whole lot. So that was kind of a confusing move to me. But
I think they were hoping to maybe get healthy.
Yeah. I mean, health was a big issue last year. Caruso missed a lot of time because of Grayson Allen. I want to say Vucevic missed stretches, Levine missed stretches. I mean, and Lonzo Ball has died. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know when Lonzo Ball is going to be playing this year because the Bulls don't.
I'm not sure he will play this year.
Yeah, I don't know. But Ayu Dosunmu has won the starting point guard job, so that's kind of exciting.
Wait, did he really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, so he'll be the starting point guard coming out this season. So
he's going to be backed up by Kobe White,
I guess. Yeah. Goran Dragic will be in the rotation somewhere.
Yeah,
which he was the other pickup they had this offseason.
I was going to ask about him. Do you think he'll have much of an impact?
I don't know. Because I think you and I were talking at some point, like the Bulls' guard depth is pretty big. Or they have a lot of guard depth. And so I'm not sure that Dragic's going to compete or contribute a ton. I mean, he may be there for the leadership because he's like almost retirement age.
Yeah.
So,
no kidding.
I mean, I'm not too excited about them, especially when you consider the Cavaliers, the moves they made this offseason.
Oh man,
and then
that's gonna be a team.
I think the Pistons got a little bit better too.
So, I was gonna bring them up too.
I mean, that's pretty four solid teams in the Central. So
I'm looking forward to some Isaiah Beef Stewart.
Yeah,
the Pistons, and then they've got Sadiq Bey, Cade Cunningham. Who did they just draft?
Oh, his name slips me. I know who you're talking about, though. I'll find it.
Yeah. And then another guy too, who I was going to mention, and I can't remember.
Jaden Ivey, was that it?
Yeah. Is that who they drafted?
I think so.
Okay. I mean, even if they don't get a lot of wins, that'll be a super fun team to watch.
Yeah, Jaden Ivey. Yeah. The Central is going to be wild. Which I'll give you a chance to talk about the Suns, but I wanted to see if you wanted to try and predict the top 10 teams because the play-in
of each
conference.
Ooh. Oh, this is gonna look.
I mean, I know it will, but I mean, I just thought it'd be fun.
Oh, now you got me thinking.
But anyway, what do you think about the Suns? What are they gonna be?
I have fun to say. I honestly am a little bit it's kind of a give and take because you've got Chris Paul getting older, but at the same time you've got the young guys getting more experience. Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson, and DeAndre Ayton. Which Cam Johnson I think was just announced the starting power forward. I could be wrong. Looks like Jay Crowder's on his way out. He's pretty pissed off, and Ayton doesn't seem to be that happy either. So it's kind of rocky ground right now. So I guess we'll see. We got
Has him and Monty Williams ever said anything to each other?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, guys, just talk it out. Y'all are adults.
Yeah,
come on. We got a season to play.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't think I'm super hopeful about it, but we'll see. At least the Jazz aren't going to be in competition.
They're going to
in the West.
Ass.
Yeah. There's going to be a lot of, and now that we bring it up, there's going to be a lot of tanking teams this season.
Yeah, because
Victor.
Victor and Scoot. And Nick Smith is a top 4 pick from what I've heard.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Wow, and he went to Arkansas.
Yeah.
Arkansas's got a good team to look out for too. So
yeah, I think somebody predicted they have another lottery pick too.
Jordan Walsh?
Maybe.
No, probably.
I can't remember who they were talking about, but
they got a good squad though.
Yeah.
But wow, I didn't know that about Nick Smith. But yeah, I think there'll be, because a lot of teams, obviously the Thunder, the Rockets, possibly the Jazz, the Kings. Like, I mean, there's going to be a lot of teams that are might set a record for losses in a season.
The Lakers.
No.
I was kidding. I was just trying to stir Mo up so he could have something to contribute.
So you brought up trying to predict the top 10 teams in the West and the East. Lakers, I think they will make the playoffs. I think they'll bypass the play-in. I'm trying to think now.
Do you think Russ and Pat Bev can put aside their differences long enough to?
No, I think Russ is going to be gone before.
He's already shown that he's not interested in dealing with it.
That doesn't look like a promising situation there. But, I think he'll be gone before too long.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to think of the seeds. Jamal Murray's back, so I think the Nuggets will be pretty high.
Well, let's start from. Do you want to start from the bottom and go up, or do you want to start from?
Man, I wish I had a list in front of me because I'm gonna forget.
Because I pulled up the standings from last year because I figured I could look at that and then we can work through who each team, the moves each team made, and then go from there.
Yeah, I was gonna say share your screen, but we know that crashes us.
I can try.
Okay. Rip.
Maybe.
Rip.
All right.
Oh, I'm seeing him. This is good news.
Ooh. You got it?
Huh? No.
Go away.
Yeah. I think we broke it.
Not Bria, but that pop up.
It's okay. Oh, okay.
So the bottom 3 here are Houston, OKC, and Portland.
Okay. So I think Portland would jump the Kings because Lillard and Nurkic are back.
The Spurs would probably drop too, don't you think?
Yeah,
since I traded.
Spurs. Spurs would definitely drop. Oh man, this is gonna be Jazz. Obviously, is gonna drop far.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is gonna be kind of a tough one, man.
So I feel like the Blazers and Lakers will probably go at least into the top 10 somewhere.
Yeah, I agree.
Blazers probably more toward the bottom than anything.
Yeah, I'm trying to count the teams now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, I just lost count. 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, yeah. So I think I will have the Blazers getting 10 at the 10 seed. And then And then, man, it's tough.
Do you think? So I know the Jazz traded away Gobert and Mitchell, but do you think like with the guys they got? I mean, I know they didn't get like super great players back, but do you think they could? I don't know, kind of like the Nuggets trading or the Nuggets trading Carmelo Anthony and still being pretty decent.
Yeah, I don't know. They'll challenge for the play-in, but I don't think it'll be that tight. I think the only surprise would be maybe them sneaking in at the 10 instead of the Blazers.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I'll go Blazers 10. Pelicans 9. No, yeah, Pelicans
that's what I was
9.
thinking.
Timberwolves 8.
Ooh, you think so? Because they traded some of their depth for Gobert.
8. 7. I'll go
Lakers.
Yeah, I think I will go. I think I will go. Well, no, I said they was gonna avoid the play-in though. But yeah, I'll go 7 Lakers. And then I'll go 6 Clippers. Actually, I think Clippers will probably be higher.
We're on the same wavelength so far.
Oh,
like this is the exact order I would have put.
Oh wow, 6 Clippers, 5. I think I'd go 5 for the Mavs.
Yep, we're still there.
And then I would go 4 for the Sun.
Ooh, okay.
And then I think they drop a little bit, yeah. And then 3 for the Nuggets, 2 for the Grizzlies, and 1 for the Warriors.
What did the Nuggets do over the offseason?
Got Jamal Murray healthy.
Okay, yeah.
That's basically it. And then they've got experience in Bones Highland now. And then I don't know if Michael Porter Jr. is alive or not, but we'll see.
Yep.
What did you have? I'm curious to know.
I mean, I think you and I were on the same wavelength until, I didn't write anything down before. I was just looking at it. And I think until you put Phoenix 4, I think I probably would have had them a couple spots higher. But
okay.
In Denver, like a spot, I probably would have flipped Phoenix and Denver.
Okay. But that's pretty close. I'm impressed.
Yeah. And then
we did it.
The East, that might be a little tougher to call.
Yeah, I think that. Can we scroll down a little bit?
Yeah.
Mauricio's loving it.
Because I wouldn't be surprised if the Bulls are playing in the play-in.
Oof. So, obviously, Magic are tanking.
Yeah.
Wizards are tanking.
Pacers didn't really do too much.
They'll be better than you think, but I don't think they'll make it. Wizards obviously aren't going to make it.
Hornets, LaMelo's hurt right now, so
it's just a 2-week deal, though.
Yeah,
but I think they'll be in the play-in for sure.
Yeah, Hawks should be better. Cavs should be better. Nets should be better.
Yeah, we scroll up a little bit too.
The Celtics might be kind of hard to predict because Udoka's not going to be there.
This is wild. That's so hard.
Because they were all pretty close last year, too.
I don't even know how you do this.
I don't know.
I really don't. God. I guess I'm gonna go from the top on this one.
Yeah. I'm not even going to try and predict what you're going to say because I have no idea.
And I am going to say the Bucks won.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
The 76ers 2. The Heat 3.
BKN.
The Celtics 4. Nets 5. Cavs 6. Bulls 7.
We're in the play-in, all right.
And then I think the Hawks stay at 8. And then we scroll down.
Oh, you don't have Toronto in there anywhere.
Ah! Toronto 9. Actually think that works. And then the Pistons at 10.
Yeah.
Come on, Pistons. You can do it.
I think those look pretty solid.
Yay! I was hoping I didn't go too crazy with them.
No, I think that worked out.
All right. Unshare your screen and see if we break it.
Doop.
We survived. And Mo survived. He's still awake. That's good. So, if it's okay with you, Andy, I want to get Mo back into the conversation with some NFL.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
His team was the only one of our 3 that won today.
Did they even play? I didn't know.
Well, they played a college team today, so. University of Carolina Panthers.
Oh, they got
with PJ Walker there as their starting quarterback.
God, they really suck. And Robbie Anderson got sent off the field.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Oh yeah, he got in the coach's face, and they told him to go to the locker room.
He's just not as good as he thinks he is.
Nah, he's kind of a crazy person.
He kind of reminds me of that guy from the Scary Movie, the first one.
Dude, I was thinking the same thing when he walked off the field. But what, Mauricio, what's going on with the Rams and Cam Akers?
He's done.
But why? Like, what's the risk?
It's the Melvin Gordon effect.
Oh, fumbling too much?
It gets to that point, and it's just like, I guess, time to move on.
I honestly think.
When do they do that for Stafford?
I wouldn't doubt he wins to another 2 Super Bowls before he retires with the Rams.
No, they take Stafford out to the back pasture. Give him an old yeller. But no, I think Cam Akers might still have a little bit of left in the tank. I know he's coming off that injury, but Achilles injuries aren't easy to come back from. So I think like giving him another year and getting him with a new team, I think he still might be okay.
He's still pretty young too.
Mm-hmm. I almost drafted him in fantasy. I'm glad I didn't.
I thought about it. I did pick up Darrell Henderson today.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
But I picked him up the last time he was supposed to be a starting running back, and he was awful. So,
well, but how about the New York teams, man?
Oh, they're on track.
That's crazy.
I think in turn, like, how about the Packers? They were awful today,
bro. They stink.
Like,
Rodgers really is going to retire midseason.
Yeah, but no, you're right. Like, I mean, I think that's 2 examples of good coaching. Because I mean, the Giants were awful under McAdoo, and then awful under Joe Judge, and whoever took over after Joe Judge last year, and bring in Brian Dable, and he's
that guy seems super likable too.
Yeah. And then Robert Saleh seems like he's doing a lot of good things with the Jets. So, and they drafted really well. Both teams drafted well.
I was going to say, and the Giants seem more of an anomaly to me because I don't think their lineup is quite as good as I don't know how they've gotten to where they are right now. The Jets, though, to me, the Jets have a really solid roster.
Yeah. Well, Saquon Barkley's finally healthy.
So that's true.
Yeah, that helps.
But then, like, some of their draft picks, like, and assets that they've gotten, like Kadarius Toney, obviously is never healthy, and then Sterling Shepard.
Yeah, he's out for the year, and then
what's that other receiver?
Galladay. Galladay is like MIA. I think he got kicked off the team or something.
Yeah, I don't know what has happened. So that is a weird. Yeah, I just don't understand how they are. And I think you're right. I think it goes back to coaching. I think that coach is really making the most out of his players. Another coach I really like, but unfortunately, it's not. It's still not translating that well. Is the Lions head coach? I really like that.
Yeah, they were off this week, so
good.
It's like I saw him that said the Lions lost this week.
Lost to the bye.
Yeah.
Also, you bring up kind of surprising result and kind of passing of the torch. Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Bucks suck too.
Yep. Yep. Mitch Trubisky came in because Kitten Mittens Pickett he got a concussion today.
I didn't get to watch a lot of NFL today, so
I watched Red Zone for a while, and then I watched the Bills and Chiefs. So
that was disappointing.
Tell me,
the Bills Chiefs. I was pissed.
Why?
I was waiting for fireworks, and in a week I was like,
"Oh yeah,"
back and forth, for like 3 quarters.
Well, it was pretty slow the first half.
I was waiting. Last year's game, you get like 50-something points each, and then over here they're going
to. That happens though. You get those 2 high-scoring offenses, and then they don't do anything.
Oh, maybe they listened in the offseason and they build up their defense.
Who would have thought that Matt Ryan would be the one to go off today of all the quarterbacks? Oh, yeah. And then also
Trevor Lawrence was good today too.
Wait, was he?
He was 20 of 22 for a touchdown, and then he ran for another he ran for 2 touchdowns.
Dang.
Yeah, he had a good game.
Well, they were playing each other, so I guess the defense would suck.
Gosh, Matt Ryan threw the ball 58 times.
Seeing his stats, which I mean, like he was out. Jonathan Taylor was gone, and then so was Hines. So I guess what else you gonna do? But somebody explained to me how the Cardinals suck, because on paper they should be really good, but they're awful.
They're bad, dude. Like I don't know. Kyler got the money. He got that contract. He's like, I'm done. I'm getting my money. I ain't got to play no more.
Yeah.
I think people were expecting the Cardinals to not be very good this year. And then,
no, there's no way.
From what I heard, people were expecting a big downfall from them. Well, I mean, in large part, you didn't have DeAndre Hopkins for first several games of the season.
And crap! I kind of forgot he was coming back.
I think Rondell Moore was out for a big portion of the season. James Conner didn't, or their 2 top running backs were hurt today. So James Conner and Darrell Williams. So
that's interesting.
It's time for the Cardinals to call Antonio Brown and Pac-Man Jones.
No. Antonio Brown's never going to play especially after what he did.
If I was
wherever that was,
I would be calling them. I would not care. I'd be like, hey,
his cousin is,
and I don't care what it costs. You bring me Antonio Brown.
It wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me, but I think Antonio Brown's done. I think him exposing himself and then putting his butt on some other lady's face, like that's probably the final.
You never thought you'd say that sentence.
No.
But what if you're the manager of the team and then
you ever done anything dangerous?
And also bring me Chad Ochocinco.
What?
Chad Ochocinco and then the Burfitt guy.
Vontae's Burfict.
Vontae's Burfict.
Yeah, the one that played linebacker for the Bengals that made Antonio Brown go crazy.
Yeah, he was crazy before that.
No, remember this?
Really? He had trouble in college because he went to some big college and then got kicked off the team, and then
different than like major CTE.
Yeah, like they said after that hit in the playoff game, he was never the same.
And I bet T.O. still got some in the tank. He's still playing that fan controlled football league.
There you go. Okay, and they need you to go get all those guys for the Cardinals.
Do you think Cliff Kingsbury's on the hot seat?
Oh yeah, dude, he's on.
He's probably the next coach fired. if I were a betting person.
Oh shoot! I didn't know it was like that hot.
I would assume so. I mean, Kyler Murray's awful. The Cardinals aren't going to do anything this year in a very winnable division.
Somebody needs to pay the GOAT.
The GOAT.
No? Oh no, somebody needs to be the scapegoat. There we go.
Somebody needs to pay the GOAT.
I was trying to think of who the GOAT is.
Somebody needs to pay the GOAT. It sounded so sinister and mafia-like.
Huh?
I'm into it.
Ooh, another team that's surprising is the Falcons this year.
Oh, yeah. Damn, what is that?
I don't know.
It seems like every year the Niners are like Superman when they play the Rams, but then when they play anybody else, they get their ass kicked.
Oh, and against the Packers, they're Superman.
Yeah, Jesus, it's the Shanahan curse.
Yep, and the Patriots found their quarterback.
So we're building that mansion on that Indian burial ground in Denver.
I don't know that Bailey Zappi is going to be a long term.
I bet you he will. Which I got to see him play in college.
Yeah, you did. He set a lot of records in college too.
Where was he at in college?
He was Houston Baptist, and then he went to Western Kentucky.
Oh shoot!
Yeah, Houston Baptist was really good. Like the last year he was there.
Yeah.
Which they're now going to be called Houston Christian, I think.
Yeah. They had a whole press conference about the rebranding of Houston Baptist to Houston Christian, and then
that's a whole other thing that I don't know that we need to get into.
We welcome everybody. They said.
So, do you really think Bailey Zappi is going to take Mac Jones' spot?
It wouldn't surprise me.
You know, this exact same thing happened to
Drew Bledsoe.
You remember, right? Since there was a cold day in 1999 when Drew Bledsoe got hurt.
It was a rainy night in Stoke.
Yeah, and then this guy named Tom Brady who came in to relieve him while he was hurt with his back, and you know what happened after that.
Yeah, so you're telling me this is all Drew Bledsoe's fault?
Yeah, he was
Drew Bledsoe. This man had that happen twice to him in his career.
Oh yeah.
Well, 3 times that happened to him in with the Bills. Yep.
Who with the Bills took over?
He played for the Bills, and then that what's that guy's name? Redmond took over for him.
Doug Flutie.
That's not Flutie too. Doug Flutie was the only guy I could think of.
But yeah, the Patriots, the Bills, and then Cowboys. It was meant for him to lay history.
It's the anti Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, for real. Let's see here. Oh, Andy Dalton, I heard, is probably going to take over the starting quarterback job from Jameis Winston when Winston gets back.
Yeah, he started today, I think.
And he did not do great. 17 of 32 for 162.
Well, I mean, they had the lead for most of the game. I don't know what happened. I didn't watch it, but
I didn't either.
They were winning for a minute.
Let's see. I think we kind of covered all the games.
Yep.
So are y'all watching the Cowboys game?
No, I'm not. I don't really care.
I'm not currently watching.
And it's turning into a blowout. It's 20-0 before halftime.
Oh, snap. Wait, did Dak start?
No.
No! Cooper!
And you guys said that he should be the starting quarterback over Dak. He's 3 of 9 with 2 picks today.
Yeah.
He sucks.
We're really good at jinxing people.
Oh, sorry, you know what we didn't talk about?
Uh-oh.
The fundamental collapse of the Baltimore Ravens.
It's always a collapse with you.
See, he gives you the crap, and I get I was mad about the Chiefs game.
Yeah, talk crap about Andy's team. Why you got to single me out?
Because the Chiefs are not who we thought they were. And you crowned their ass.
This Dennis Green.
We let him off the hook.
We let him off the hook.
Yeah, who we thought they were.
But yeah, the Ravens are not who we thought they were.
R.I.P. Dennis Green.
Listen, you're preaching to the choir. You're preaching to the choir.
What happened to J.K. Dobbins today?
Yeah, you got me. How's Kenyon Drake gonna outrush him? I don't know. Listen, Lamar sucked real hard today. I don't know what happened.
That guy can't throw like he couldn't throw a ball over a barn.
That's a weird analogy right there. But he's losing money now. He was gaining money. Now he's losing.
He played himself,
He sure did.
Like my good friend the DJ says.
Like my good friend the DJ. Oh my god.
So
it's 20-1 bets that he plays for the Cowboys next year.
The Cowboys can't do that because they have Dak under contract for like.
They will drop Dak in a minute.
Yeah, I think they probably would though.
Dak to the Chicago Bears.
You're just talking about a major shakeup.
Oh man, did you guys see like people were like, "Oh, Justin Fields had a great game after Thursday night's horrible."
Oh my god!
People said he had a great game.
Yeah, people were like, "Oh, Justin Fields was great or was really good tonight." You're like I don't even remember.
I mean, he ran the ball good, I guess.
Yeah, but
a good running back.
I think people were like, "Oh, he doesn't have an offensive line or anything." I mean, that's true, but neither did Joe Burrow. So
yeah, nobody has an offensive line. Oh, he caught COVID.
Don't look at that.
He was smoking the Tennessee Volunteer cigar.
Oh yeah. No, it's what's it called?
What?
No, what's it called? Like, when are people gonna learn that you can't trust a quarterback from Ohio State?
Oh yeah, right.
Every info, any like reason that you think of in the first round or close,
or nothing. USC.
Do we count? What do we in that equation? Do we count Joe Burrow?
No, because he never really played there.
I mean, but he was there.
Well, why are you saying what to the USC statement? Carson Palmer was the only halfway decent quarterback from USC in my lifetime.
Oh, somebody doesn't remember John David Booty.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Or Mark Sanchez.
And AFC Championship games back-to-back years.
That was not him. That was the defense.
No. He was the one throwing the ball.
Yeah, terribly.
Somebody forgets Cardinals legend Matt Leinart.
Oh yeah.
You know what's the greatest?
Houston Texans legend Matt Leinart.
You know what's the greatest highlight of his career?
Somebody what?
On Reddit, you know what was Matt Leinert's greatest athletic feat in his career?
What?
It says leaving his pregnant girlfriend from the basketball team at USC.
Wow.
You always...
He's always cracking himself up.
The most random stuff is so funny.
I don't know if you guys forgot about that when he got drafted in the NFL.
No, I never knew about it in the first place.
I was this minute years old when I found out.
Yeah,
his girlfriend in the basketball team at USC, and she was pregnant. And I guess once he got in the NFL, like when he got drafted by the Cardinals, he broke up with her and he left her.
Was she pregnant with his kid?
Yeah, dude. Bam. He was like,
he said, "I'm about to get that money
and
pay child support."
On Reddit, or like,
nah, he said I could pay child support.
Well, I guess also yeah, there you go. What happened, Spencer? Is he frozen?
What? I'm here.
No, it froze.
Nah, I'm here.
There you go.
So, just like, real quick, before we run out of time, we've got 30 minutes and 45 seconds. Deshaun Watson has another case against him that came out this week. And so we'll see if that affects his playtime this year.
I'm starting to think that he might not be a good guy.
Yeah. Starting to. Speaking of high character people, Dan Snyder has also hired a bunch of investigators to go into, I guess, find out or dig up dirt on the other NFL owners. So
this man is something else.
Because I kind of hope that stuff does come out because that would be insane.
It would be pretty cool.
I mean, because like you've got to know that these other owners have got something going on. Like Jerry Jones has like.
Listen, I'm not sure you could tell me anything. I'm not sure that you could tell me anything Jerry Jones has done, and it would surprise me.
Yeah. I know.
Oh, what about the owner of the Patriots, the crab guy?
Yep.
He's like 81 or something, and he married that 47-year-old doctor.
Yeah.
He was 33 when she was born.
Didn't he have some massage stuff going on too?
Yeah, like
in Florida.
His wife died of cancer back in like 2011.
Yeah.
He starts dating this model in 2012, and then somewhere in there between, he gets arrested for that sting at the massage parlor thing, and then randomly, like they said, it was like a surprise wedding. He marries this doctor that's like 33 years younger than him. So it's like, this guy's always up to something, you know?
I always felt like it'd be so embarrassing to get arrested at any kind of sting operation.
I had my pants.
What? It happened to you?
He's like, I had my pants up.
Well, on that note. You wanna kick us off here since you started it, Spencer?
Yeah, if you still feel comfortable listening to us after Mo's comment, feel free to listen to us on Spotify, Apple Music, or wherever you get your podcasts. And we will be back soon to talk about some more sports and some more lively NBA action as it is underway. And Mo is super pumped.
And
in the NHL, which only Andy watches.
and we gotta dig in deeper into Spencer's summer.
Jesus. All right. Well, I'm gonna go eat some ice cream. I will talk to you guys later.
All right.
See ya.
Bye.